Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a pregnancy test haul because why not? I had to pick up some more pregnancy tests and wanted to show you which ones I picked up because I figured, in case you're wondering which tests I'm using, I got all of these on Amazon and let me show them to you. Some of them are the early response pregnancy tests, so you can test sooner. And listen, the sooner the better. I also have some ovulation tests. This won't come too much of a surprise to you if you've watched some of my past pregnancy test videos, but the first little package of pregnancy tests I picked up are from the brand Easy at Home. I made a whole video about these strip tests because they're so great. They're on the less expensive side and you get so many. So you get 50 LH tests and 20 HCG tests, which just means you're getting 50 ovulation tests and 20 pregnancy tests. These little strip tests are so great. I used them when I was tracking my ovulation and when I was testing with my son about almost 2 years ago, and I just love them. I think that getting ovulation test strips on top of the pregnancy ones is actually really fantastic, and especially 50 LH tests because, and like little tip that I'll throw in here, like my own advice, I'm not an expert, but I would recommend when you want to start trying, maybe like a couple months beforehand, start getting acquainted with ovulation test strips if that's something that you want to use. Although they're great, they can be a little bit tricky to use, and so becoming familiar with them beforehand is really helpful. I would recommend this little pack if you are looking to track your ovulation with ovulation test strips and if you want the cheaper pregnancy test strips. I also made a pregnancy test line progressions video with my son. I'll link that video too, because what I did was really early, I want to say it was like 7 DPO, I started taking the pregnancy test strips, and then what was really fun was once I started getting that second positive line, I lined up all the test strips so you can start to see like where the faint line starts to appear and then it gets darker and darker and darker. So yeah, I will link that video, but these are really fun if you want to do that, and they're a really fun way of keeping that keepsake. Here's a little up close of the box, Easy at Home. Here's where it says you get 50 LH tests and 20 HCG tests, and then on the side it's got the instructions on how to read the ovulation test strips and the pregnancy test strips. And again, I just think it's really, really useful to get acquainted with the ovulation test strips, specifically because the pregnancy tests, I mean, they're pretty standard and pretty straightforward, but the ovulation test strips, if you want to go down that route, take a little bit of getting used to. There you go. Then I picked up the first response pregnancy tests. These are the early result pregnancy tests. I really like these. These are the 6 days sooner, like early response. In a video I made back in the day about comparing some pregnancy tests together, I said that I didn't really love these, and that was just because I didn't get the early response quite as early as I did with the test strips. So with the test strips, I just found out sooner than with a stick. That being said, I really do trust the brand First Response. I like their products, and I don't know, I think it's so, like when you think of a pregnancy test, you really do think of the First Response 6 days sooner test, and who knows, like maybe this go around it'll be different. You get 3 tests in here. I can't remember how much I paid for this, but again, I will leave a link to these down below. I got them on Amazon. I like that you get 3 tests in here, not just 2. I think that that's really nice. And yeah, they have over 99% accuracy from the day of your expected period, and you can test 6 days sooner than your missed period. So I feel like these are a staple. And here's the box in case you've never seen it before. It's still wrapped in the cellophane. I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but there you get the 6 days sooner information, and then on this side you get like how to use it. This is a dip test. With dip tests, you pee in a cup, you dip in the end, let it sit for a few minutes, and then you can see the results. And I should mention the stick tests are dip tests as well. I didn't get any midstream tests. I just feel like that would be a little bit too messy for me. And then I didn't get any, what are the other tests? I didn't get any of the tests where you like syringe your into it. I thought that these would just be easier. And the very last test I picked up was Clearblue. I had a really great experience with Clearblue my last pregnancy. Now I know that a lot of people prefer the pink dye test over blue dye, and these are blue dye tests, I believe. But because I had such a positive experience with Clearblue last time, I think I did end up getting a positive on a Clearblue test before a positive on the first response. I decided to just pick it up. Also, when I test, I usually do like the strip tests first because they're the least expensive, and then when I start seeing the positive on the strip test, that's when I'll confirm it with like these stick tests. So I think by that point, hopefully, like it'll be super confirmed and these won't be like as much, I won't need to rely on them quite as much. It'll just be more of a confirmation than anything else. I really like the Clearblue test. These are apparently rapid detection as well. You can get these results 5 days sooner. I think for everyone, it might be a little bit different depending on your HCG levels. But again, because I had such a good experience with these last time, I decided to pick them up again. I don't love that there are only 2 tests in this package. So you get 2 tests here, but 3 in the first response. Not exactly the most economical. Again, I don't remember how expensive these were, but I think these were actually the cheapest of all 3 test packages. I said it wasn't crazy expensive because you're only getting 2 tests. Also, these aren't digital. I didn't pick up any digital tests, which I didn't realize until I was gathering them to sit down and film this video. Part of me feels like maybe when I'm testing and if all of these tests are positive, then maybe I would run out and get a digital test just to like really confirm. But I've never, I don't know, with my last pregnancy when I had a bunch of stick tests that were positive and strip tests that were positive, I just kind of figured that I was pregnant. So anyway, I'll bring this up so you can see a nice close-up of this box. And here's the Clearblue test box. You get 2 tests. You get either a plus sign or a minus sign instead of the 2 lines. So first response and easy at home, you'll get either 1 line if you're not pregnant, 2 lines if you are pregnant. With the Clearblue test, you get a positive or plus sign if you are pregnant and a negative or minus sign if you're not pregnant. And then it says that on the side here with some instructions on how to use them. And yeah. That's Clearblue. All right guys, and those are all the pregnancy tests I ended up picking up. I thought that this was a good place to start replenishing my stash. If there are any pregnancy tests that you really recommend, let me know down in the comments and I can always run out and grab those. I'm a huge tester, like I have to admit. It comes at like when it's that 2-week waiting period, I usually start testing right away. I have no patience. I know the Dollar Tree I think, or dollar stores have some really good inexpensive tests. I know that there are also black dye tests out there, supposedly pick up on HCG a lot sooner. I didn't end up going with the black dye tests because the only black dye tests I could find on Amazon were, I think it was like $35 for a pack, and there weren't very many in the pack, and I just thought $35 was a little excessive. So yeah, let me know if there are any pregnancy tests that you like, love. Leave them down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.